I said it on the last video and now it turns out to be true. I will be talking about reboots forever.
Let's reboot Anaconda.
Yes.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Scott and I'm your host today and every other day as I take you through news and reviews in the world of horror. Today we're talking about a Christmas Day release of a reboot of Anaconda. But before I get into that, make sure you subscribe and you hit the notification bell, because if like me you love horror, you're going to love pretty much everything we do on this channel. Anaconda is a cult classic. It is a marvel of animatronic and puppet wizardry. There is not another movie next to Jurassic Park that does it as well. The animatronic snake they built for Anaconda was genuinely a piece of engineering genius, and so powerful that actors were actually scared to go near it. It was cast really, really well. Jon Voight gives a performance that is sinister and creepy and kind of vile and disgusting at times. You've got a very young J-Lo who does a good job as this strong member of the crew. And then you've got Owen Wilson just being, well, Owen Wilson. He's Lightning McQueen in everything he does. But it is a super fun movie that is adored by a huge portion of the horror community. So when I saw they were going to reboot this, I was kind of like, yeah, okay, they've done a couple of sequels. They were all bad. I'm not too bothered by a reboot. Like, this would work for me, depending on which way they go with it. And the way they went with it is casting Jack Black and Paul Rudd. And instantly I hung my head and went, what are you doing? Like, I'm a big fan of both of these actors. I don't think either of these actors fit the narrative of Anaconda. And then I watched the trailer, and the director and producers know that neither of these guys fit that role. So they flipped the switch and completely changed the narrative of this story. And that, I think, is the best way to approach this reboot. They are going to bring us a story where Jack Black and Paul Rudd want to make a reboot of Anaconda. So they're going to make an Anaconda reboot themselves, and they film on location, and in the process of that get chased by a real life ginormous anaconda. That in itself is comedy genius. Jack Black can deliver on such a level, everything from stupid comedic roles like Minecraft through to where he's more serious like King Kong. Like, the guy can act, and Paul Rudd is Paul Rudd in everything, and that kind of works for me. He takes the role of the Owen Wilson style character. I do have some reservations having watched the trailer. One of the biggest things about Anaconda, one of the biggest things that draws me to it and makes it so nostalgic for me, is the huge amount of work that went into the practical effects around the snake and the animatronics around the snake, and the fact that it looked at times so real. And when they did slip to CGI for a couple of the scenes, it looked dreadful. And that combination of the two has a weird charm to it that just sings to me, and I really, really enjoy it. In the trailer, I have only seen giant CGI Anaconda. And I don't want another CGI animal, fully CGI'd. Yes, I know, studios, it's easier for you to do CGI. You can film it all on a green screen. You can make it do whatever you want. But as a general audience, I don't think we want it. We want you to go back to making things. Get practical effects teams. Get visual effects teams who work with their hands. And yes, gloss it up with CGI and make it look better. But have the bare bones of it as a real touchable thing that actors can react to. And like, it really puts me off. Like, that's the only thing. Everything else in this looks great. The trailer is hilarious. I think the casting is spot on. I think the way they've approached it is perfect. And then they've just thrown a CGI snake at it at the end. And it really puts a downer on it for me. Like, I'm not going to go out and see this at Christmas. I'm going to wait for this to come to streaming. And if I'm honest, I think 99% of other people are going to do the same. I think had they put the effort in and made a real ginormous animatronic snake, as we had in the original, and drove some of their marketing behind that, people would have gone to see it. If you had these two goofy guys who were making a reboot of Anaconda, and there's a bit where they go off to find the original mechanical snake and make it work, and maybe it knocks one of them off the boat and it doesn't work properly. If you use that premise, I think so many people would have been intrigued enough to go out over the Christmas holidays and go and watch this. But I'm calling this now. I think it's going to be very, very funny, but I think it's going to fall flat. And overall, I think it will be forgotten quickly by audiences. But I could be wrong. It's happened loads of times before. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one and I reply to them all as well. And until next time, have a wonderful week. Bye, guys.